us as we discuss mediumship, energy work, healing, paranormal investigations, and so much more. Find out more at transcendwithdebbie.com. Your host, Debbie Romero, is a globally recognized evidential psychic medium, paranormal investigator, energy worker, and empowerment teacher. Her unique blend of psychic abilities and healing energy has set her apart spiritually, gathering her international acclaim. With a profound connection to the spiritual realm, she has dedicated her life to helping others explore the mysteries of the unseen world. Now, your host of Transcend with Debbie, Debbie Romero.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. What a privilege. Look who I have next to me, my girl, Daniela. Hi, Daniela.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're available. My girl, me and Erica, we've been popping in here every day, and our goal was up until tomorrow. Wow. And it's been fun because we've been talking about the sun and, well, not the sun. Today we're going to talk about the sun, but we've been talking about the different planets and how they work for us and what color we can use to connect to them as an addition, not just the color of what planet that's basically setting up the tone, but it's also connected to the different chakras. And your name has been on my mind for a while. And so I'm just like, I got to get Daniela in here. Like, we got to do some readings. We got to talk about some, things. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. So for you, Daniela, for people that don't know you, introduce yourself while I share out the live, if you don't mind. Let people know who you are and where you're from.
Hi everyone, and thank you again. Very grateful to be here tonight. So I am an evidential medium, a Reiki master, a crystal therapist, and a spiritual coach teacher. I do run normally a live podcast as well. So I have, so to say, my fingers in so many pies. And I'm not going to talk about it right now, but there is something brand new that I've started doing recently, which has elevated my energy levels, my enthusiasm. And I've been working a lot. With colors. And so when you asked me tonight to come on live to talk about, yellow, orange, that I thought like it's just so, not a coincidence.
I know Spirit always has us pretty aligned. I love how when you're doing something, I'm like, I got to call Daniela. And it's like our time zones are so different. And so it's really been cool how Spirit's had us like tag team to hold space and to help each other. And so Daniela, like when you've been working with these different colors, what has been happening to you as you've been working with the colors?
So part of my crystal therapy 3-year course development, I have also learned a lot about colors. So just to say, actually, I forgot to mention earlier that I am based in the UK, and although I'm originally Italian, and, the yellow and the orange is the color that we do grow up as children back home in Italy, because we do have good evening, Claudette. You are from London, UK. We are not too far. I am based in Surrey, near Reigate. So the yellow and the orange are the colors of emotions, the colors of upliftment, the colors of joy, of abundance, of empowerment. Whenever I feel a bit like gray, and here in the UK we have a lot of that, unfortunately, as in weather. I try to wear yellow and orange, or why not the combination of the two. I mean, it doesn't have to be something over the top. It can be simply like wearing a piece of jewelry. At the moment, so the thing I was mentioning about earlier on is that I am a nail artist. And I've created today, this is why it's not a coincidence, a citrine nail that can be, it's a nail that it's a press-on. Sorry, the word wasn't coming to me. It's called press-on nails. So this is like a future one with a little bee there, and so it's all about at the moment, as we are. We've had an awakening recently. We've come out of winter.
Yes.
And the pastel colors are a thing, but particularly the yellow for the flowers. And we were having lighter days, longer days. Now, when we start talking about spiritual connection, we have the sun portal, okay? And it's the portal that actually enables us to reconnect to our higher soul, to our higher selves. And therefore, it's not just an emotional center, it's also a spiritual center.
Yes, I love that you say that. And it does stand for success, strength, courage, our self-esteem. That's our solar plex, you know? And so that planet of the sun, not only is it a portal, but we also are vortexes. And I think people don't understand our vortexes are that chakra center, and how we receive the energies, and how the different energies within the planet can have a role on how we're receiving downloads. So I love that you say that.
Yeah. So in terms of vortexes, when it comes to chakras, okay, the vortexes can rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise, or they can become static. Now, the vortexes turning clockwise, it's at a certain pace. You know, it means that we are balanced in that particular energy. When they go anti-clockwise, it's like reading an oracle card upside down. So it's the opposite of where we want to be. It's very rare when it gets stuck, but it's like the freeze of those emotions. So there has to be something that needs to be done in order to make it start working one way or the other. When it goes anti-clockwise, as far as the yellow and orange are concerned, then it's what we call the shadow self. It means that probably we need to look at our stuff. And it's time for us to do some dumping, to letting go of the past, to letting go of whatever toxic people are around us. You know, we just want to work around it. So also, one other thing I wanted to mention is that when one of our vortexes and energy centers is not working properly, it is bound to be affecting a few other vortexes down the line, okay? Because normally they work in sync and unison. So if something goes wrong, its chances are you're thrown out of sync, so to say, in every way possible, not just in that one vortex, but in the others as well.
It's so true. When I used to hold space, or when this woman would do energy work to help move the energy around me, I didn't realize when I was first opening up that I could see my chakra system. And I was like, I used to see these circles and the way that everything was holding its form structures, right? And so when we first start at the belly, if we work at that soul level in the belly of the solar plex, everything moves and aligns as after. If you start from the stomach, I just saw everything just kind of open and then fall into place. So really starting from the belly, that's your power. That's the soul.
That is the center, if you like, of our core. And it's actually the first chakra of the higher vibrational centers. So it will be going upwards. So it will be more to do with the emotional, mental, and spiritual.
Right.
causes, whereas anything below that will be pertaining to the 3D world, meaning our day-to-day life, how we ground, how we are balanced in a practical way in our day-to-day life. For instance, if you are always in your head and you worry all the time, chances are you're not grounded, therefore the root chakra is not connected. So you need to do that. So it's important for the solar plexus to help us and support us with all our emotional and spiritual needs.
I agree. And I think it's just, I mean, no, to have a perfect chakra alignment, there's 14 chakras. I'm like, we are going to be walking a little crooked sometimes. Sometimes it just happens, you know?
As we would say here, it ain't gonna happen, mate.
It ain't gonna happen, baby. How you look at that?
You know, the thing is...
Go ahead, Miss Daniela, go ahead.
Yeah, it's sorry to interrupt you. It's got to do with really, it's a daily exercise. We are human beings. And one day could be exceptionally good and the next day not. And, you know, it's like praying. Some people pray when they are desperate. But then when things start going well, they forget about it.
Oh, so good. So true.
And, you know, with the chakras and the commitment to self-care, because this is what it is all about. You know, the solar plexus is the commitment to ourselves, is the commitment to self-care. What do I need today? So, you know, there are a lot of people, particularly in a spiritual community, and people that tend to be a bit more on the spiritual / emotional side. They are like empath and givers. And this causes often maybe to get us into trouble, if that's the case, because we've given too much. And then it happens that people get depleted. And so, or sometimes we have people in situations around that deplete actually our energy centers, whether we want it or not. And so that is why the commitment to self-care, the commitment to reconnect to our solar plexus, sometimes it's enough. You don't have to be necessarily attuned to be a Reiki something.
Thank you.
It's just like we all have energies in our hands.
Yes.
Whether you want it or not, because we are energy. So all you need to do is just place your right hand over your solar plexus and one hand over your chest, your heart space, and in correspondence with your throat chakra as well. And just breathe in and out of that space.
Yes.
And as you do it a few times, you will find that you will feel calmer, you will feel more balanced. So we can try to do that for a few
moments.
Let's do it. So breathe in and slowly. And first of all, sit comfortably. Uncross your legs or anything that is on your way, and make sure your feet are very nicely planted on the floor. And feel the heaviness of your body, and feel all of your power centers, all of your chakras aligned and ready. And maybe we can create this sacred space where we can surround ourselves with whoever we want, be it angels, guardian angels, spirit, and ask them to protect this space as you're doing this little exercise. Breathe in and straight into your diaphragm and out. And as you breathe out, allow all of the unsaid things, all of your grievances, everything that might have upset you recently. Just allow these energies to leave your body for a second. And as you breathe out, allow this bundle, this package of feelings to come up through the diaphragm, through your throat and out. And imagine that all of these bundle of issues are going to be held by spirit, by your angel, in a bubble of light. And allow the healing to happen while you're actually taking some time for yourself as you keep breathing in and out. In to bring all the oxygen you need for your body to function properly. Also, at the top of your head, over the crown chakra, there is the sun, the light of the sun. And as it comes down and down towards your third eye, you can see the light of the sun and the sun becoming bigger and bigger, larger and larger. Allow the vibrations of the sun rays to start trickling down at the back of the chakra and down into your throat, down through your chest. And as it travels down, imagine just like the sun rays, these to be expanding and traveling through the veins of your body. So they bring all the good nutrients and the love, the upliftment, the health, the healing, all across all of your body. So keep allowing this energy to keep sinking down into its own home and seat, which is the solar plexus. Breathe in and out again. And for a moment, I would like you to allow that light to travel anywhere it wants to. And then I will explain you at the end what that means. Allow that healing yellow-orangey color vibration to travel anywhere it wants to travel in your body. And now, with the gratitude in your heart, say thank you for all the good things that are in your life. And for everything that you're saying thank you for, imagine making a bow, like a present gift bow, on the top of the thing you're so grateful for, of the color of orange. And you will soon realize how powerful exercising gratitude is. All these gifts that you have in your life go over and beyond your wildest dreams. And feel showered by golden light showering over you, the whole of your body, the whole of your chakras, and one by one realigning all of them. And when the realignment has happened, imagine this orb of light standing just outside your solar plexus and raising up and up towards your third eye. Feel the power of the connection. Feel the power of connected spirit. As human beings and humankind has always a choice of free will. You can now either retrieve that bubble of light containing your problems, or you may choose to leave it in the hands of your protectors in spirit, the angels, the ancestors, whoever you believe in, and ask them to heal. Ask them to heal those issues. And often you will realize that once you are healed and balanced with a yellow, orangey solar plexus, you no longer need really to worry too much, because you can see things from a different perspective. You're coming from a more balanced space. And at this moment, you can brush your energies down from your head, just a few inches away from your person, from your own body, and just push down those energy. Anything that needs to go, please do cleanse it away. And just cleanse away the heaviness or whatever might have been bothering you, and ground it down to Mother Earth to allow for her to regenerate and transfigurate that in life and goodness. And as you bring the energy back from Mother Earth through the root chakra, through your soles, your feet, and all the way up to your knees and up to the hips and up, eventually to the solar plexus again. You are now realigned in a perfect divine alignment. And you can start open your eyes in your own time, and when you're ready, just making some physical movement of shaking your shoulders and your arms, and maybe move your feet on the floor, gently tapping down your toes. But only when you're ready. You can come back in your own time.
Daniela, you took me. And then I opened my eyes, and it felt so good. So I am so grateful that you took us it was a very cleansing journey that you took us through as we bring in the sun and balancing the chakras. And what people we like to share is that the sun is connected to the third eye as well. It works with the third eye and the solar plex. So those two chakras that you had us go through was perfect, divinely channeled. Because Daniela is also a trance medium. So she is a good friend of mine, and she popped in here with me. We've had I've been working all morning, and so I know that I wanted to make a commitment to pop in here every day. And Erica has another obligation for another live, so I'm like, Spirit's been trying to get you in here with me, so I'm grateful you said yes. And it's no accident, as she's created her citrine jewelry, her press-on nails. We're going to work with my color cards, and look at that, citrine. So the crystals for that, for the solar plex, which is good as tiger's eye, citrine. It brings in the joy, the creativity, the laughter, and it's bringing in that fun energy. And so I got the color apricot, and it's about rejoice and laugh.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, I've got that deck. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I dropped the cover, and so it's actually called The Secret Language of Color Cards. The box is on the floor. I'm not going to bend over for it. So I was like, well, that just fell. But my girl Gabi in here is the one who purchased it. And so the hertz to listen to, you guys, if you're looking at working and repairing the DNA of the solar plexus, 432. I got a lot of orange popping in. Take care of yourself. Yellow going on here. That's right, Eddie from Liverpool. And so I loved how you say bringing it back to taking care of yourself, physically moving the body. And I loved how you brought it into 3 different stages of the energies. And when it's become stagnant, it's the shadow self that requires change. It requires a behavioral or pattern change to get the energies to move. Because energy is always constantly ebb and flowing. But if your thoughts are caught up in it, it's like, how do we move the thoughts? How do we physically move the energy? And so taking us through that reminder, Daniela, thank you. Thank you. And talk about your new thing you're doing with the nails and spirit. Like, do you want to talk a little bit about that new journey that you're on?
Yeah, so obviously I still do all of my spiritual work. I do healing. I've got a healing room here at home, and I do readings 1-to-1. But I'm also super active with spiritualist churches where I'm of service, and I run workshops. I have a number of workshops to be happening this year in Brighton and Hove Spiritualist Church, Clapham Spiritualist Church, and I will have quite a few there in London. On the top of that, Spirit said, I always wanted to do something creative, and I've always been creative in my own way. I'm an Aries, and I need to be constantly on the move and do things. And then suddenly I had this big inspiration that, nail was, I just started like a play thing, and then little by little I got so excited with it that I decided to attend a course and do an academy and specialize as a nail tech and nail artist. And then on the top of the, nail designing and, I do mainly Biab and Angel X. But it's the creative part that really, it's calling me. And Spirit said, now, Danny, you need to use this creativity to, when ladies, whoever wants to come for nails, they can have also guidance, they can have also healing. And so what I do, I offer, we can do a nail session, but then you can have also some healing Reiki, and or you can have guidance and a tarot reading, be it at the beginning or at the end, and it's all coming in. So my room here, it's called Mystic Nail Room. For this reason.
I love that. And it's so true. As channelers, we're all getting that same message, create. And that's that sacral chakra, that solar plexus, that power, success. And you're a channel. And I loved what you said was that Reiki energy, if we're not attuned, we still have portals, we still have vortexes, and we're still able to bring and funnel in energy. So use that energy to create some good stuff. Girl, let's say some hellos. Good job. And so we brought some awareness on the sun planet and on the colors. So bravo. Thank you for cleansing us and taking us to that beautiful meditation. It was amazing. And we'll say some hellos. Can you see the comments, Daniela? Okay. Now I have to bend down to get a card because the card fell. Now I have to get, now, while you say hello, I'm going to get some cards that fell.
Okay, so I can see now. I'm on my mobile phone, so I need to go back and forth, but I trust that you can still see me. So we've got Eddie, Tammy, Karen Adams, Jennifer, Gabby Sanchez. Hello everyone. So many of you. I'm so grateful. Hello Eva from Sweden. She's a lovely friend of ours. Elizabeth Jones, hello. Claudette Hollidge, hello from Essex. Hello. I am based in Surrey, near Reigate. So I'm loving the fact that there are so many people from England.
Yes. Okay, Daniela, so are you open to do some readings?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much for being here. We're going to hold space. Thank you, Courtney, for making it. Happy birthday to our girl, Jennifer McCormick. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday. I love that. Hey, Yay! So Courtney's like, hello, Daniela. Hello, Elizabeth
Hello.
from California. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some names here, and you can tell me where you're drawn to. So what I asked
Okay.
in the comment that you guys do is put in open and let us know what you're open for. We do mediumship, we'll do psychic, whatever comes here to you. I have cards, I have my color cards, so
Yeah.
I follow your lead. I'll trust whatever spirit brings in.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me where you want to go, Daniela. You got to follow Arnie. Arnie's here from New York. Love
Hello,
your
Arnie.
energy. Hey, Arnie.
Woo-hoo.
I know. Got to meet my girl. You got to give a girl a follow. Daniela Floros out in the UK, originally Italy, a little Italy here. We're wearing the orange, the yellow. We're honoring today, which is the sun, the planet of the sun. So
Yes.
thank you for those who've been following. So tell me where you're interested in going,
So
Daniela.
I think I am being drawn actually to Jessie Del Rey.
Hey, Jessie. Go ahead, Daniela.
Okay, Jessie. So let me tune into your energy now. Hey, what's going on with you? What's going on? It feels like, oh, so much going on for you there. But you know what? It's all good news. I feel that it's been very busy for you. I don't want to talk about problems. I just want to talk about how well you are responding to so many different situations coming into your life. I feel that you should be so proud of yourself for the way you're carrying yourself, and for the way I feel you have been letting go of some people in your life. I feel that, Jessie, you need to, as I'm connecting to my spirit guides, they're making me see that you are not too far off from the end of almost a 10-year cycle. So it will be a 10-year cycle in a couple of years' time. So I think you are in transition to do something different in your life, to do new things, to become a new you. It's like you being this wonderful, butterfly, about to, spread your wings, basically, okay? And you have finally understood that you are the most important person. You have to prioritize your needs and not the one of others, because let's be honest, some people have taken advantage of you, and you realize that, and you were really, really hurt. Okay. All right. Thank you for confirming that, Jess. I know that you do have quite a few questions in your mind, but Spirit says, you know what? The answers are just in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know whether you can understand that. But what they're saying, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay? There is perhaps sometimes a tendency for you to complicate things. I think that in your natal chart, there is a combination of fire and water. So be it actually either birth sign, earth sign, or moon sign. You need to look at the charts, for instance. So I am a fire sign with ascendant in water, but then I've got a stellium on earth, which is Taurus. So, sometimes, what is your star sign is one thing, but then you need to look at the overall picture. And I think you basically need to concentrate on changing yourself for the better, because that will allow you. There you go. True water sign. So true water sign and ascended in fire. Exactly.
Yes.
I can feel that. And you really want to, you know, go through this transformation in the next 2 years, no matter what's going around, because things will come to you. You are a very intuitive lady, and you do tend to trust your gut feelings. Keep doing that. That's very important, and that's part of your transformation. The more you will trust that, the more you will be attracting things into your life, okay? Which is what you need. Do you want to add anything to that?
No, girl, you were fire. I know Jesse, so I'm grateful that you were able to read him. But you know what I will do is I'll give him a card. I'll give him a color. So we'll let Spirit choose a color, because you were so on point and brilliance. Discover your sparkle. And so there's the water that you're bringing forward, because it's a waterfall, right? And so the water is emotion. So let the water speak to you. And I know you have a spirit guide that is water. And as she comes close to you, she's definitely coming in to bring healing around the heart, washing the belly. So she is the cleansing of your spirit, but she's also the voice in your mind. So I know you're connected to the water. The work with the color of the blue and the white, and discover that inner shine, babe, and share it. Give. And then it's like, look at your nails, Nella. Like Danny, like I love how you have the nails. Ground the energy. So a lot of nature is calling. And I know take time for self is important. I hear take time for self. As you lay there and you rest and you talk to your spirit teams, let them walk with you. They will be your light. So even though sometimes we feel like we're carrying the world or the energies of others, your spirit team is carrying that for you. So let them walk with you, Jesse. I say, my friend, God bless. So much love. I love the little emojis of the crown, and I get the sense that you're going to take off. So get ready. Hold on. Ground your energy, baby, because you're going to the moon, Alice. I see. Look at who's here. Melinda. Hey, girl. What's up?
Hello.
She's been missing you, Daniela. She's been missing you.
I know she hasn't. I've missed her, but I had to go through quite a lot to come out from the other side on the light. So hopefully there will be much more from me. And I do follow Melinda, actually. Everyone follow Melinda on Instagram. She does every day some lovely inspired shorts. She's got some lovely doggies with her. And so, yes, it's one for you to follow as well.
She really does. She is coming out of, well, might as well read her. Why don't we give her a little read since we're since we're going in on her? Let's just go ahead and, Melinda, I agree with you. I get the sense, her mother in spirit steps forward and just gives me that sense that I'm very proud, pushing her out of her comfort zone. As you talk about her reels, I get father is like, speak up, use your voice. I get the sun, as the sun speaks to her, the actual elements of the planets are coming to her. So the cosmic energy, as you took us to the sun and how it comes down and comes into our energy fields, I feel like Melinda either caught a glimpse of the sky, the wind, and looking beyond the sea, but the sun caught her attention, and her father is acknowledging this for her. So I get a lot of love for you, Melinda, for sure. She says thank you, but I know she says yes to all of it. And I know you work with your spirit team. I know they're there. I feel like step out of it's almost like I don't know if you feel stuck, but I get the sense that they're showing me it's almost like the spirit energy here, Melinda's here, and I just feel like step out of that, babe. Like take a step to the right and let all this energy that's going, that you've shedded, let it go as it continues to move forward. And I feel like Daniela is going to add to this, because Daniela, she just loves you. And I'm going to get a card before I give it to you, Daniela. Find richness from the dark nights. So that's all the energies and the wisdom and the lessons that I saw, that it's moving beyond, that you've been healing, not only for self, but for others. So if it feels heavy, it feels dark, let that energy move, right? And find the richness, the underlining treasures of that shadow work that we do. We all live in the yellow submarine, Eddie. Yes. I could tell Daniela's chiming in. Go ahead, Daniela. What do you get for our girl, Melinda?
Well, I feel that Melinda has been going through an ascension, some ascension feelings. I feel that Melinda might have been experiencing some physical side effects of the
Yes.
ascension. I
Okay.
feel that Melinda might have been suffering with either migraine or headache. She's been feeling a bit out of sorts. And I feel that she always finds the good and positive in everything. And I know that she values the service to others. And I feel that everything that she puts out comes back to her 10 times.
Ooh, I
This
love
is
that.
what I feel. I feel that Melinda has a lot to give, but she is bound to be receiving back so much more. I know that sometimes timings have not been right for certain things going on in her life. And I know that she's been called to make changes, whether she liked them or not. And she wants to start embracing it. And she's saying, yes, I think, Melinda, you want to embrace that. You want to embrace the new. You want to embrace, the unknown. I mean, who isn't scared of the unknown? Like you let go of something, that's all you know, and then that needs to go. And, sometimes we need to cling on to it and say, no, what do I do? And am I going to be all right? And actually, pleurisy and releasing. Oh gosh, oh bless you, darling. So yeah, that's forced you to stay still, forced you to take care of yourself from any. As when we read the tarot cards, and there is a tower. For you, that's the pleurisy. It's going to be a tower moment for you because you're forced to stay still. And at the same time, the new thoughts and spirit will be connecting. Spirit will have you all to themselves so that they can do the work with you, that what you need to become, aware of certain realities around you. They are no longer suitable for you. Okay. And they need to go. So don't be afraid, embrace it. And they're saying to me, spirit is saying to me, light up a candle. Light up a
Oh,
candle and then use citrine. Guess what? So use citrine. Citrine will help you to clear the bottom of your lungs as well, because citrine is solar plexus, is at the top, the beginning of your stomach, so that will also cover the bottom part of your lungs. Okay, so I don't know whether you have done any x-rays or anything to your lungs, but I can see that the part of the bottom lungs and the bit on the side, on the external, have been the areas most affected. So if you wanted to use even fluoride, for instance, and then citrine, then you will be able to speed up the manifestation of the new. Because let's remember, for the ones that have joined us recently, the meaning of the yellow and the vibrations that the yellow color brings, it's the one of manifestation as well. It's manifestation, abundance, procreation, and creation.
what a beautiful reading. I like Candles Daily. Most pain in the shoulder. Melinda is amazing. Erica says, absolutely, I agree. I was looking at this. If you guys get any requests for friend requests, please just ignore it. I'm trying to figure out how to get her to move away. So just ignore any friends requests. It's not coming from us, okay? Maggie Martin, thank you for sending her the yellow, the sunflowers, and oh my gosh, what a beautiful message, Daniela. Beautiful way of bringing the love and beautiful way of just bringing her understanding. And I think Spirit had me dressed in purple today. See, you're working with purple, the divine spirit. But Daniela,
Yeah.
you know what I love? I absolutely love that you were giving her the symptoms of what we experience when we go through awakenings and transformations and things that are moving. And when you talk about the tower falling, a lot of us, we battle that, but it happens already. It's like once we're in it, it's like it's really being gentle, giving yourself grace and
Yeah,
compassion, because
yeah.
those moments can be so challenging. They could be so
Mm,
difficult on a
yeah,
person because we're feeling it one way and then all of a sudden it just changes again. So it's really,
absolutely.
really cool that you were able to tap into that for her.
Yeah.
Good job. Where do you want to go next?
Let's see.
Or unless you want to open it up for mediumship, not pick anybody and see who can take it.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So I've got a lady, perhaps in the 60s. She passed to breast cancer. She's got short hair on the grey side with a little white, so it's like peppery kind of thing. She's got like a light green, maybe sometimes blue eyes. She has quite of a lovely feature to her face and a bit of a nose feature, basically. She's a very pretty lady, and she would always wear a little bit of lipstick. And she's showing me she's got like some light blue over her eyes and some mascara. And she was someone that inspired people to respect her. That's the word. And I can see her sometimes wearing jeans and then a short blazer with a light top underneath, and she loved handbags. She's showing me like a smaller, on the small side, handbag with hard handles and some kind of golden buckles.
Let's see who could take it. You gave so much info. Who could understand this beautiful soul?
She's saying she's mother and she's a sister as well.
So best friend passed from breast cancer in her 60s, but not sure if it's for me. Thank you, Elizabeth, because you're saying it's not a friend, it's a mother, you're saying, Daniela?
Well, she's a mother and she's a so let me give you okay, Elizabeth, she's talking of Tracy or Stacy. Okay, so there are sounds like my aunt Jennifer says I got a Tracy or Stacy. I can't kind of quite get the name.
So let's see who responds, Elizabeth or Jennifer. Let's see what they can understand, Tracy or Stacy.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to. But so let me give you a right. She had so I don't know whether she was very religious, but she really believed. She really believed in Holy Mary, and she was. Sorry, let me see, because she's trying to describe, there is a lovely garden. There is a lovely garden, and it's not so much at the back of the house, but I can see at the front of the house on the left-hand side, there is a green patch with a lot of wildflowers as well. So I don't know, she's trying to show me.
There you go, you're with Jennifer. Okay.
Jennifer, yes.
So now,
yes.
And it's her birthday, so happy birthday, Jennifer.
She was very religious and loved Mother Mary. There you go. So I'm not quite sure I am actually with Jennifer. So I want to give a few more details, because that was very important to her. About she wouldn't, Elizabeth, can you understand that she would not talk very openly about it, about Mother Mary. And she is showing me that she had a little picture of Mother Mary in her purse. And she had also a lovely picture of Mother Mary in her bedroom. I can see like I can see an image on the wall. And also she's showing me the jewelry. She had a pendant with a cross, actually. A very, very tiny. I mean, people wouldn't be thinking that because you're wearing that straight away you would be religious. But so she was a very delicate soul. She was like very quiet, not loud at all. My nun had lots of Our Lady statues. Yes, the Mother Mary prayer cards. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. And then Elizabeth said, nope, she's out. So it wasn't for her. So Jennifer could understand everything you're saying.
Yeah. And so when she started feeling unwell, she was saying, it's probably me, probably have been overdoing it. And she wouldn't really be going to see the doctor straight away. She was a bit like reluctant, basically, to go and see the doctor. She would just pop in like a tablet, like a paracetamol or something. And until actually that pain became consistent and permanent. And then that's when she found out when it was too advanced. She passed 5 years this August, okay? So do you understand that she actually probably lived for a few years, but not longer than that. But when she found out there wasn't already much that could be done, they will have tried a few therapies, but they told her from the onset that probably wasn't one that she would have survived. I don't know whether you can understand that. She was heartbroken. And I don't know why. I get this feeling that I don't see a partner around her. So I don't know whether she was already widowed, if she was divorced, or I don't know why I feel that, yes, never made a fuss, worked through her chemo and multiple breast operations. Yes, eventually she went through with all of that because she really wanted to try to stay as long as she could, although she wasn't being given, a lot of hope from the beginning. And sometimes, people say, oh, the doctors always say that, but you never know, So I don't know whether any of that would resonate.
Yeah, she said she never made a fuss. She never made a fuss.
That's right. And so the reason why she is coming in is she wants you to know how much, that she loved you so much and you were very close to her. And she's telling me to remember the days when you were little and, you spent time at hers, actually, although eventually you couldn't see her as often as you wanted to. But she's saying, don't forget to play. Don't forget to have good times. Try to make an effort. Whatever. No, she never got all clear. I lost my granddad, bone cancer, 2014, non-pancreatic cancer, and she passed in 2000. Yes, divorced. Okay, cool. Because that's what I felt, that she wasn't around. So I felt, I didn't feel like she had been widowed. I felt more she was on her own, so thank you for confirming that. So yeah, she wants you to know, it's important to have fun, to find upliftment. She's saying to me, you've had a bit of a rough few months. Fortunately, you're just at the end of it. Okay. Try to more than anything, try to take some time for yourself to recover and to heal and to rest. And I don't know whether you have a push bike, but so yes, we were so close. She took me everywhere. I stayed with her as a weekend when I was a child. Yeah, she's asking you to recall those childhood memories and try to emulate it. Try to relieve as an adult the same emotions, basically. Okay. So yeah, that's the message for you. She wants to reassure you that the worst is over, and she wants you to take some time to yourself and to do some exercise. Or she was showing me a push bike, so I don't know whether you go on a bike or you want to buy a bike. I lost my partner in 2022. I'm a carer for my 2 disabled sons, always busy. I understand that, yes. So that would be very important for you. I'm sorry to hear that, Jennifer, actually. She wants you to know that the worst is over, and that I don't know whether you've been offered some help by someone. I think that would be either an institution, or I don't know whether it's the government, but I feel that there is some help on its way for you. I don't know whether this resonates actually, but she wants to come in and just let you know how important it is for you to understand that spirit will try and help you as much as possible to manage your life and to make it easier if possible.
Beautiful message, Daniela. I've had the honor to read Jennifer McCormick quite a bit. She does have a partner in spirit, and her kids are always surrounded by love. And so, what a beautiful message to honor her family. And so, happy birthday, Jennifer. Let's put some hearts in purple hearts, as Jacqueline puts the heart and the star in the comments. Let's put some hearts in honor of her birthday and spirit. Erica, thank you for the orange hearts. I love because it is the day of the sun. Orange is the color. But this is as close as I got to orange. This morning I taught, and I put my husband's Caltrans shirt. I cut it up and made it into a shirt because it's orange. And then I finally found my tank top. I got to really put my clothes away. I really got to work on my laundry. I got to do it today. I've been working. And so Spirit is like, girl, handle the laundry. The laundry is calling me. So absolutely love all of you guys being here. Daniela, I know that you love to do trance. How about we close with a collective message, if you don't mind?
Oh, yes, of course. Okay, you will need to give me a moment as I connect to spirit. So I'll be quiet for a moment. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Good morning, and good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. My name is Richard, and I am Daniela's gatekeeper. I was an archbishop at the Vatican in the Middle Ages, so that you know who I am. And I'm pretty sure you will understand that I have to mention about the passing of your Pope, for which we are rejoicing to have with us in heaven. Anyways, there are always beginnings and there are ends. But what today I would like you to focus on is new beginnings. Most of you are going through a transition period. And no wonder the yellow color is the topic for today. A color that signifies life. A color you should always feel within yourself is the color of hope, color of life, of joy. In a world when things are not always feeling positive, may I say, in a world where it looks there is chaos reigning at the moment, and a lot of you are feeling a bit of guilt. A lot of you have been sick and unwell. And that is because, my dear friends, you're all very subjected to the huge changes in vibrations on Earth at the moment. You will be absorbing all of that is created from a person's word. Remember, words can heal or destroy. Think when you have to say something, because that creates a vibration, and the vibration carries on in the universe. So I'm urging you to get together today to place the power of intention, to always bring a positive tone to the world up there. Even when you feel it's too much, try and stay positive. You will be finding that a lot of your guides will be running to you for support. And with the hindsight, you will say, okay, there was nothing to worry about, and I worried sick. And I understand that's being a human being worrying. But as you are all ascending and discovering a new way of being, that you will start understanding more where we are coming from, if I may say that. I feel like as if I'm sitting on a throne, and although Daniela is online with you and she cannot see your faces, I can actually see all of you been sitting around like in a semicircle. This is the new truth. This is the new reality. This is how things will be more and more going forward. But remember, care for your family, care for your loved ones, and ask and pray. Prayer is a word, and words create vibrations. Pray for help. Pray for help. Pray for love. Pray for joy. Pray for guidance. But never forget to pray. It is your tool to connect to your guides, to your angels, to your loved ones in spirit. Do not forget, we can hear you. And we will be there in no time if you ask us. Just stay open, stay open-minded, open your heart, offer those wounds offer your grief to God, and He will surely take
I don't know if she froze. Daniela, are you there? She might have froze. So what a beautiful message and collective message that she brought forward by her gatekeeper, Richard, and a way to fill in the essence. And that was today's message. As I went into a spiritual jam, I had the honor to remind others to ask for help. So thank you guys. On this Sunday, it is the day of the sun, the color orange, and also the solar plex and third eye. Tomorrow will be the moon, white. And thank you for just popping in and holding space every day as we've been coming in, as I promised. Probably after that, I'll probably take a break. But thank you for holding space and being here on Transcend with Debbie. For those on Derek Akori's page, Thanks Network, so much love to you guys. God bless. Much love.